This month is all about DofE, and part of DofE is doing expeditions. So we asked some DofE people their top tips on
doing an expedition.
And here are the responses that we got.
Yeah.
My top tip for doing an expedition is to pre-plan so you can make the most of your time and enjoy it. The more you put in, the more you get out.
And my top tip for doing DofE is to keep your energy high with things like sweets.
My top tip for a Gold Duke of Edinburgh expedition is to make sure you are packed for all conditions, no matter what.
I think a good tip for DofE would be realistic about what you can carry, because your teammates are going to hate you if they have to end up carrying your kit because you can't.
Try to balance the bag as much as possible. Keep the weight on the bottom of the bag, because it makes it a lot easier on your back.
My top tip for DofE would be to do a yoga session every night so you don't cramp up the next day.
And my top tip is make sure you have walking poles, because it takes 20% of the weight off your back, and it always helps me.
And my top tip is to make sure that everyone has roles for the camp duties, so when you get back you can just get on with it and you will know what you're doing.
Make sure everything you do on your expedition is sustainable, so don't leave your food out and don't leave your equipment out so it's going to get wet. Make sure that what you're doing one day, make sure you're prepared for the next day. Yeah.
And my top tip is to work as a team, don't go off too fast and stay as a group, because if someone drops you can at least help them.
Alright, so this is not a tip normal people would say, but I would say bring a spare water bottle, because on the last expedition I did, I lost the water bottle lid and I was pretty much screwed because I didn't really have anything to drink out of. So I would recommend, if you're bringing an important item like a water bottle or like a fleece, remember to bring spares because things can happen to them.
Remember the 7 P's. Proper prior planning prevents pretty poor performance. So take your time before your expedition to research things about your route. So maybe look it up on Google Maps. As well, try out food and equipment, because you want to know what you're taking with you. You're going to like, and it's going to work for you.
My top tip for DofE is packing all the food imaginably possible. I mean, you think you've got enough, but you will run out, get tired and go hungry.
My top tip is actually planning a loo stop during each day. That way it's good for the environment, but it's actually a lot nicer sitting on a loo than in a bush.
My top tip for DofE is to have fun.
You would tell an adult where you're going.